Okay, so here we have a holiday movie with Alec Baldwin as Santa Claus, Captain Kirk Pine as Jack Frost, and Hugh Wolverine Jackman as the Easter Bunny? Big Guy Movie Reviews. Like this review, hit the subscribe button, or if you're watching on Blip TV, hit the follow button. Blip TV link in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. There's Facebook link below as well. And let's get on with Rise of the Guardians. Directed by Peter Ramsey. This is a DreamWorks film, and this kind of feels like a Pixar film in the way that it's both for adults and kids, and it's a good holiday film, but it's not one of my favorite movies of the year. So the premise is that Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and the Sandman, they are called together because the Boogeyman, also known as Pitch Black, voiced by Jude Law, has come out of hiding and wants to create fear and nightmares in children. He's sick and tired of not being believed in, and he's sick and tired of everybody believing in the Guardians. So he wants to take away that power that they have, that fact that the children believe in them and not him, and make them believe in him, mostly fear him, and stop believing in them. Cover the world in darkness in that sense, and it is a very good movie. The animation is fantastic. The 3D, fantastic. The voice characterization, fantastic. We got a Russian Santa Claus. This Santa Claus is probably based on the Russian mythology of Santa, and he looks really badass. He's got these tattoos on his arms. One tattoo says naughty, the other tattoo says nice. He carries swords with him. And voiced by Alec Baldwin. Who would think Alec Baldwin could do a good Santa voice? He really does an excellent Santa voice. And in this mythology, Santa's toys are not created by the elves. They're created by Yetis. The elves are there and they're funny. They just goof around. We have the Easter Bunny being voiced by Wolverine Hugh Jackman. And he looks so badass with his boomerangs. And we get to see his kingdom as well, where you get to see that he paints all the eggs and stuff. We get the Tooth Fairy, voiced by Isla Fisher, and she looks like a queen hummingbird. She's got all these hummingbirds with her to collect teeth and give out the money. Tooth Fairy can fly. I don't think she has much of a power, really, that much, but aside from commanding the hummingbirds that she has to help her out. And we have the Sandman. We don't really get to see his kingdom, but obviously his power is that he can push with sand, he can put people to sleep. And he's also got kind of like a Green Lantern type power in that he can create anything he can imagine with sand, which is a very cool power. But he's also mute, so he doesn't speak, therefore he doesn't need a voice actor. And the Guardians realize they need a fifth Guardian in order to defeat the Boogeyman. So the Man in the Moon, and yes, there's a Man in the Moon, and he doesn't have a voice actor either. He's mute, but he's kind of like a god and just gives a vision voice of what he wants, and he tells them that Jack Frost is going to be the fifth Guardian to help them out, voiced by our recent Captain Kirk, Chris Pine. And he does a great job as Jack Frost. I really liked him a lot. His main power is manipulation of ice. when they get Jack Frost to try to help him out, he's totally reluctant into this. He totally does not want to deal with the Guardians. He doesn't want to become a Guardian. He likes having fun. He likes snowball fights, creating snow days. He doesn't care about this stuff. He doesn't care about responsibility. But it's thrusted onto him, and he realizes he has to do something about it. He cares about kids as much as they do. And there is like one kid in particular that is the main focus of the movie, Jamie, voiced by Dakota Goyo, and he does a pretty good job in the movie rounding up other kids to help continue the belief in the Guardians and stand up against the boogeyman. I just love the way Jude Law did the boogeyman. He was very sinister in creating these nightmares. They look like big horses. And the first thing the boogeyman does is he catches all the hummingbirds that the Tooth Fairy has, and he returns all the teeth that the Tooth Fairy's collected, and that makes he start losing belief in Tooth Fairy. So all the other Guardians are helping the Tooth Fairy out by collecting the teeth. And it gets funny that you got the Guardians trying to collect the teeth and competing with each other. Although at the same time, I didn't totally like the competition because I wanted them to work together rather than be so divided and focus on trying to, I guess you could say, upstage one another. But I did like the joke at the end where Jack Frost and the Easter Bunny were saying, "I got more teeth than you, I got more teeth than you," and then Santa Claus says, "This is no competition, but if it was," and he throws up his big Santa sack full of teeth and he says, "I got all the teeth." So yeah, that was pretty good. There is also a point in the movie where the Guardians are helping out the Easter Bunny do his job of paying the eggs and hiding the eggs for the children. And that's very good as well. So yeah, it does have a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas in there, because remember in Nightmare Before Christmas, the king of Halloween Land tried to do Santa Claus's job of delivering presents, and he wasn't very good at it. So in a way, this is the same thing happening. I just really like this movie a lot. It was a very good movie. I thought it would be very good for kids, and I definitely want to watch it over and over again. So to me, it's kind of like a holiday classic. The things I didn't like about this movie, as I said, the Guardians took a little while to get be really united. As much as I did like Jack Frost's backstory there, I kind of felt like there were some parts of it that was starting to slow down, and some of the jokes were a little bit lame. The scene where you have the elves singing a lot of music, that scene was actually kind of annoying me. I was actually agreeing with Jack Frost when he says, "No music!" And yeah, I was saying, yeah, no music. So, rating is going to be a 9 out of 10. Yeah, definitely recommend Rise of the Guardians.